welcome. In this short sequence, we are going to go over postures that help you stretch out your entire body. We'll work on the hips, the spine, both some stretches and a little bit of strengthening, and then we'll end out the class in a little shavasana. This is the fourth part of our four-part series, so this is what you would tack on to the very end of your practice, or you can just do this sequence on its own if you're looking for something a little bit more restorative and a little bit more low energy. We'll start on our backs in a figure four pose to stretch out your hips. Lie down onto your back and place your right foot over your right thigh. Now you can stay here if this is a really big hip stretch, or grab hold for your thigh and pull your whole figure four leg unit here into your body. If you can't quite reach your leg without lifting your upper body off the ground, grab a belt or a strap or a towel and hold on to that so it gives you a little more leverage to pull your legs in, and that will deepen the stretch in your hip. Make sure your toes are flexed on the bent knee, the hip that you're stretching, so this protects your knee and keeps it stabilized. I recommend taking a good 10 breaths here on each side. Breathe in and out through your nose. The deeper your breath, the deeper you'll get into your stretch in the hip. So certainly stay here as long as you like, as long as you can tolerate, and then lower your legs to the ground when you're ready and switch sides. Place your left foot over your right thigh, pull your legs in. Remember, flex your foot, flex your toes, and keep your whole upper body relaxed. Now, it's nice if you're able to press your elbow into your thigh and press your leg forward. This will help deepen the stretch a little bit that you'll feel in your left hip. Some people enjoy that. Some people just don't have the flexibility to do it. It's totally up to you and what you look like and what you feel like on any given day. So take the same amount of breaths on this side so that you equalize the stretch both on the right and the left side of your body. And then release your foot, bring your feet to the ground. Now we'll move into a couple spine strengtheners. So you'll actually roll over onto your belly and place the palms of your hands right underneath your shoulders. Now my mat is kind of right up against the wall here, so it can't be quite straight. I'll try my best here to demonstrate. But ideally your legs are straight back behind you, your toes point straight back behind you, your palms are right underneath your shoulders. Pull your elbows in towards each other. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your palms up off the ground. This strengthens your low back. Pull your elbows in towards each other and lift your chest as high as you can. You really press the tops of your feet into the ground. Try not to lift them up off the ground. Exhale, lower yourself down, rest your forehead on the mat. Try this 2 more times. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your palms. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Then release your arms by your side, gaze to one direction, and take a couple breaths to rest out your spine. Then bring your forehead back to the mat. This next one is Superman. I'll probably only be able to do it with one arm, but you'll want to reach both arms out in front of you. And so you'll see me do this with one arm and one leg, but imagine that I have both arms and both legs doing the exact same thing. So Superman is also going to help strengthen your spine here. Inhale, lift everything up off the ground. Your arms and your legs, everything is out, lifting up as far as you can. Reach through your fingertips and out through your toes. Stay for as many breaths as you can, maybe 3 to 5 breaths, and then lower yourself all the way down. Relax your arm by your side, gaze in the opposite direction, and breathe. Now you're going to roll back over onto your spine, lie down on your back. We'll stretch out your low back after that nice strengthening series. Bridge pose, place the soles of your feet right underneath your knees. Reach your arms along by your side. Inhale, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Your toes point straight forward. Gently squeeze your inner thighs towards each other and engage your glute muscles to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Option to interlace your hands underneath you and press your palm, your interlaced palms into the ground. Or you can grab the outside edges of your mat and pull back to give you a little bit more lift. Either way, your feet are really pressing down into the ground. Your legs are really active and engaged. Keep your gaze straight up at the ceiling if you can to protect your neck. Take another deep breath in here. If your hands are interlaced, release them by your side and slowly lower yourself one vertebra at a time. Then bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall wide. Place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, and take a few breaths here. This is a really nice hip stretch. It helps neutralize your spine before we go into a forward fold. You can stay here as long as you want. If this really is hard for your hips, you can also place blocks or books underneath your knees to give your knees a little extra support. Pull your knees into your chest, rock yourself up to seated, and we'll take that same exact leg position, just sitting. So this is called Supta Baddha Konasana or a bound angle. Place the soles of your feet together, let your knees fall wide. Now seated, rise up through your sit bones, lift your chest, and fold forward over your feet. You can grab hold of your feet here and press your elbows into your thighs to get your knees a little closer to the ground, but be gentle and relax your head and your neck. And allow yourself to fold forward and breathe into your low back here. You can stay here for 3 to 5 breaths, or really as many breaths as you'd like. If you can keep your spine straight, that will help you gain flexibility in your hips. It will deepen the stretch that you feel in your hips here. And then inhale, rise all the way back up. Take your legs out in front of you and lie down onto your back. Pull your knees into your chest, moving into a gentle twist. Supine twist, start with your knees over towards the left. Drop your knees to the left. Bring your arm over toward the right. You can create goalpost arms or take your arms straight out. Keep your hips stacked and breathe into your low back here. This should feel pretty nice. If you can, keep both shoulder blades on the ground. Maybe close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, lift your knees to center. Exact same thing, other side. Drop your knees over towards the right. Gaze to your left. You can play with straightening your legs out more or pulling your knees in closer towards your chest if that keeps your hips stacked or helps you get deeper into the pose. Gaze in the opposite direction. Relax your upper body. Keep your shoulders down on the ground. Pull your hip away from your shoulder to lengthen through your spine. Inhale, lift your knees up to center. Pull your knees into your chest one last time. Then take your legs long for your final Shavasana. Ideally, your legs are straight out in front of you. Arms and legs are wide. Everything relaxed here. You can also place the soles of your feet on the mat to help give you a more neutral spine. Maybe knock your knees in towards each other. Or if you want more of a hip stretch, bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall wide. I'll stay here since I can't straighten my legs out due to the wall in front of me. If you have the time, I highly encourage you to stay here for 3 to 5 minutes. This will be really relaxing and restorative to your mind and to your body. Focus all your awareness on your breath and your body breathing. Try to eliminate all of the distractions around you. Enjoy and embrace the silence. As I said before, stay as long as you're able to. When you are ready to come out, slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes to bring gentle movement back into your body. Pull your knees into your chest. Give your knees a tight little squeeze. Roll over onto one side and press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to heart center, close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, and a cleansing breath out through your mouth. Lift your thumbs to third eye center, the space in between your eyebrows. The light and wisdom within me honors and acknowledges the light and wisdom within you. Namaste. Hopefully this was a nice restorative practice for you. Hopefully you are now able to go to sleep or get back into your day with a calmer mind. Again, this was part 4 to a 4-part series, but it works great as a standalone practice when you need something a little bit more restorative and low energy in your life. Thank you so much for watching, and best of luck. Keep up your practice. Namaste.